Good morning, student. Hope you are doing well. Today, we are going to learn chapter 6, physical and chemical changes. This is lecture number first of chapter 6, physical and chemical changes. Okay, student, before going to the explanation or the chapter reading, just discuss the basic knowledge. What the basic knowledge you have about physical and chemical changes? What are physical change? What are chemical change? In your day-to-day life, you are observing many change. Like plant are growing. When you tear a paper, it changes into many pieces. That is also a change. So many changes you are observing in your day-to-day life. So many change are there. When you stretch a rubber band, its length increases. It also a change. When you squeeze a ball, when you press a rubber ball, its shape changes. That is also a change. So many changes you are observing in your day-to-day life. Your height is also changing. Your weight is also changing. When you are a newly born baby, you are having different height. Now you are a growing up child, your height is increasing day by day. Your age is increasing day by day. Your weight is increasing day by day. This is also a change. When you burn a candle, the wax will melt. The length of the candle will decrease. It is also a change. So you are observing in your day-to-day life that there are so many change. So now in today's lecture, we will differentiate those changes into two categories. First is a physical change, second is a chemical change. So let's discuss about physical and chemical change. Every day you come across many changes in your surroundings. These changes may involve one or more substances. For example, your mother may ask you to dissolve sugar in water to make a cold drink. When you are making a nimbu pani or you are making cold drink, you are just dissolving sugar or salt into the water. So student, as you know about the three state of matter in previous class, in junior classes, you have that basic knowledge that substance are found in three states: solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. So now what is the state of sugar or salt? It is in solid state. Now when you dissolve that sugar or salt into water, that solid state will changes into liquid state. Okay, so this is also a change. Solid changes into liquid. Solid changes into liquid. Take another example. Take a cup of water or bowl of water and put that water into the refrigerator, into the freezer chamber. After some time, after one day or after few hours, that water will changes into ice. That is also a change. Water is a liquid state, ice is a solid state. So now liquid to solid state, it is also a change. So in your day-to-day life, you are observing many changes. Similarly, setting of curd from milk is a change. Yes, milk is having a different taste. Curd is having a different taste. So milk to curd, it is also a change. So setting of curd from curd to milk to curd, it is also a change. Sometimes milk becomes sour. It becomes sour. Souring of milk is a change. Yes. When the milk becomes sour, we say that this milk is not fit to drink. कहते हैं कि ये खट्टा हो चुका है, ये डैमेज हो चुका है. So that damage or that souring of milk is also a change. Stretched rubber band also represent a change. Stretched. Say initially it is having a length of 6 centimeter, Now you are stretching, you are increasing its length. Now after stretch, say its length become 10 centimeter. So at starting, it is having length 10 centimeter. After stretch, it is having 10 centimeter. So there is a change in length. Make a list of 10 change you have noticed around you. So now it is your activity. You can take it as an activity. List, write 6 changes or at least 10 changes in your surrounding. You have noticed in your surrounding, and write that 10 changes in your practice notebook and make a list. This is changed into this changes into this. So write any 10 changes. I'm not talking about physical or chemical. Write any changes. Okay. So in this chapter, we shall perform some activity and study the nature of these changes. What type of changes these are, whether they are physical change or chemical change. Okay. So student, two type of change we will observe. The first change will be of the type that when only shape and size will change. Only shape and size will change. So when only shape and size will change, that change are known as physical change. Physical change, like stretching of a rubber band, no new substance is found, only a change in its length. Tearing of paper. Paper is made up of some material. It is made from plants. It is made from trees. Now, when you tear the paper, its shape changes, only shape changes. No new material is formed. Previously, it is a paper. Now you. So in this chapter, we shall discuss about two type of changes, physical and chemical changes. So when only shape and size change, that change is a physical change. Okay, like stretching of a rubber band, tearing of paper, crushing of a can. When you drink your fruity or your cold drink, you crush your fruity can or your cold drink can. That crushing is also a change in its shape, and only change in a shape is a physical change. Now the second type of changes we are observing, we are noticed in our surrounding are chemical change. So now the question is, what are chemical change? What are chemical change? When new substances are formed, when there is a change, and in that change new substances are formed, that changes are known as chemical change. अगर तो नए सब्सटेंस बनते हैं, न्यू सब्सटेंस, तो वो रहेंगी केमिकल चेंज. और अगर कोई भी नया सब्सटेंस नहीं बनता है तो वो रहेगी फिजिकल चेंज. ओके, दैट इज अ सिंपल एक्सप्लेनेशन. नाउ take an example of chemical change. What are the chemical change? So first take the example of ourselves. We are growing day by day. We are growing day by day. Okay. And we are eating a food. We are eating food. And before eating the food, we cook that food. And before cooking the food, we obtained that food from a plant. We obtained food from plant. Okay. So this example is related to our daily life. Now think step by step. First, we pick the fruit or pick the food from any plant, from any plant. Then we cook that food. Then we cook that food. Okay, cooking of food is a chemical change. Okay, new substance before cooking, after cooking. Then we take that food. Then we take that food, and that food is breaking down into different substances, into different substances. That is also known as digestion. We have previously discussed what is digestion during the topic of alimentary canal, digestion. In that topic we have discussed. So digestion is a chemical change. New substances are formed. Like we are taking potato, we are eating potato, or we are eating chapati. They are having different components known as nutrients, and that nutrients break down inside our body. That nutrients break down inside our body. So different substances are formed. Okay. Now, take a simple example. Burning of wood. Burning of wood. When you burn the wood or you burn a paper, after burning, smoke will produce, gases will produce, and ash will produce. So you cannot make the wood again with the help of that smoke, that gases, or that ash. So wood is a different substance, smoke is a different substance, new substance. Heat is also produced, heat is a different substance. Ash is produced, that is a different substance. So when new substances are formed in any change, that change is a chemical change. So burning of wood, burning of coal, burning of paper, burning of candle, burning of anything is a chemical change, is a chemical change. Now take an example of making curd from milk. So making curd from milk is also a chemical change. Milk is a different material, curd is a different material. So new substances are formed. So when new substances are formed, that change is known as chemical change. Okay, students, so let's read about physical and chemical change. Okay, you can see a piece of paper on your screen that every piece is having a different length, different shape and size. So only change is a physical change. No new substance is formed. When new substances are formed, that change are chemical change. Okay, so let's discuss about physical change with the help of some activity. Activity 6.1, cut a piece of paper in 4 square pieces. Cut each square pieces further into 4 square pieces. Lay these pieces on the floor or on a table so that the pieces acquire the shape of original piece. Shape of original piece. Okay, look at the diagram again. Figure 6.1. Initially, you are having a paper of square that it is having a length 10 centimeter and breadth 10 centimeter. Then you cut it into the 4 pieces and further cut the each pieces into again 4 pieces. Now try to join these pieces again. Their length will be changed. You are not get exactly 10 centimeter. So now there is a change in a length. There is a change in a breadth. So, but no new substance is formed in this activity. So which type of change this is? This is a physical change. Physical change. Obviously, you cannot join the piece back to make the original piece, but is there a change in the property of the paper? What is the meaning is change in a property of paper? Means is there any new substance is formed? No, there is no change in the property of the paper. Paper is still a paper. No new substance is formed. So it is a physical change. Now let's try with activity 6.2. Collect the chalk dust lying on the floor near the chalkboard in your classroom, or crush a small piece of chalk into dust. Okay, make a dust of the chalk or make a powder with the small piece of a chalk. Add a little water to the dust to make a paste. Roll it into the shape of piece of a chalk. Let it dry. Do you recover the chalk from the dust? Do you get the exact shape of the chalk? Again, this is a physical change because the dust of chalk is still having the same nature as the original chalk is having. But the only change is the change in shape and change in the length of the chalk. We cannot get the original shape. We cannot get the same shape. So which type of change is this? This is a physical change because there is a change in shape, change in a size. But chalk dust or chalk powder is having the same nature as the original chalk is having. No new substance is formed. So only change in their shape, only change in their size. So this is a physical change. Now the activity 6.3, take some ice piece in a glass or plastic tumbler, melt a small portion of ice by placing that sun. You have now a mixture of ice and water. Now please, the tumbler in mixture, freezing mixture, ice plus common salt. So does the water become solid ice once again? Yes. When you melt the ice, it will change from solid state to the liquid state. There is only change in the state of ice or state of matter from solid to liquid. But the property of ice and property of water are same. They are made up of same material. Ice is having the same formula H2O and water is also having the formula H2O. Same. And also remember student, vapors means steam is also having the same formula, means same chemical composition. No new substance is found. But there is a change. Only change in their state, solid state to liquid state. You can also perform the another activity. You can heat that water and after some time that water will change into vapor or steam. So it will change from liquid state to the gaseous state. So only change in their state, only their physical appearance, no new substance is formed. Again, it is an example of physical change. You can also perform activity 6.4. Boil some water in a container. Do you see the steam rising from the surface of water? Hold an inverted pan by its handle over the steam at some distances from the boiling water. Observe inner surface of the pan. When you are hitting that water will changes into steam. And when that steam hitting the inner surface of the pan or inner surface of a container, that vapor will or that steam will changes again into water droplet, again into water droplet. So student, you are observing that there is a change from water to the gaseous state, from liquid to the gaseous state, and again from steam to the water droplet, means from gaseous state to the liquid state. So two changes are there, but it is also an example of physical change because no new substance is. So student, these are some example of physical change. You can perform this activity at your home. These are very simple activity, means they are the example of physical change. Means in all these activity we are observing that no new substance is formed, but there is a change in shape, in size, in state of matter, solid to liquid, liquid to gases, but no new substance is formed. Only change in shape, change in size, change in state. So that type of change is a physical change. Okay, let us perform another activity. 6.5. Hold a huge hacksaw blade with a pair of tongue. Hacksaw blade means you are having a cutting tool. Hacksaw, cutting blade. It is not like a saving blade. It is a hacksaw blade जिसको आप आरी बोलते हैं. ठीक है, ये उस ब्लेड की बात हो रही है. Hacksaw blade with a pair of tongue. Keep the tip of a free end of the blade on gas stove. Wait for a few minutes. And student, there is a question. Do not perform this activity at your home at alone. This activity must be performed under the observation of some elder person. Okay, or it will be performed at a school laboratory because you may get burned or while performing this activity. Okay, so do not perform this activity at your home. So hold a hacksaw blade with a pair of tongue. Keep the tip of the free end of the blade on the gas stove. Wait for a few minutes. Does the color of the tip of the blade changes? Yes. It will change into a red hot, or it will change into some bluish color, or some orange color will be there. Okay, so there will be a change in a color. Remove the blade from the flame. Observe the tip once again after some time. Does it get black? Its original color. It get back its original color. Activity 6.1, 6.2 above, you saw that the paper and the piece of chalk underwent changes in size. Changes in size. So activity 6 and 2.1 and 2 are change in a size. In activity 6.3 and 6.4, water changes from change its state from solid to liquid and liquid to gas. When ice melt, ice is a solid state. After melting, it becomes liquid water, means solid to liquid. And when you heat that water, the liquid will change it into gas. So there is a change from liquid to gases. When you cool down that vapors, that will comes back to the liquid state from gaseous to liquid state. In the activity 6.5, the hexa blade change the color on heating. Color on heating. Change the color on heating. So what we have conclude by doing this activity, we have concluded that properties such as shape, size, color, and state of the substances are called its physical property. Are called its physical property. Physical property. So change in which a substance undergoes a change in its physical property is called a physical change. Is called a physical change. So student, underline this, and this is the first important term. A change in which substance undergoes a change in its physical property is called a physical change. A physical change is generally reversible. It can be reversed. It can be comes back to its original shape and size. Can be, but not all, but can be. In such a change, no new substance is formed. In physical change, no new substance is formed. So you can write the proper definition of a physical change: a change in which a substance undergoes a change in its shape, size, color, or state of the substance are called physical change. Are called physical change. Next line you can write: in such a change, no new substance is formed. In such a change, no new substance is formed. The third point you can write: a physical change is generally reversible. Generally reversible. You can reverse the change. Like take an example of water. You can freeze the water and it will change into solid ice from liquid to solid. When you melt the ice, that solid state will change into liquid state. So it is a reversible change. Reversible change. So generally physical changes are reversible in nature. Reversible in nature generally, but not all changes, but generally they are reversible. Now let's discuss about the another change, chemical change. A change with which you are quite familiar is rusting of iron. Rusting of iron. All of you are having many articles made up of iron at your home. And when these articles which are made from iron get in contact with air or moisture or water, so after some time there is a brown color layer on iron particles or iron articles. Any material, any article that is made up of iron, after some time there is a brown color layer. That brown color layer is known as rusting, rust. And which type of change is this? That is a chemical change. That iron is changes into a different type of substance. Iron is a different substance. Rust is a different substance. So from where this rust is coming? This rust is coming from iron. Now iron day by day gradually changes into a different substance which is known as rust. That rust is damaging our iron or the article which is made up of iron. If there is an iron chair or iron door is there, iron railing is there, after some time it gets rusted, and that rust is a harmful substance to iron. So iron is changing into different substance, new substance. So which type of change is this? This is a chemical change. This is a chemical change. So chemical change is a change in which new substances are formed. That changes are known as chemical change. Now take another example, burning of anything, burning of wood. Wood is a different material. After burning, it will changes into gas, it will changes into smoke, it will produce heat, it will produce some ash. These are different substances, new substances. So burning is also a chemical change. Digestion of food. Digestion of food inside our body is a chemical change. We are eating some type of food. After digestion, after breaking down of the food, new substances are formed inside our body, which are totally different from the original substance. So what type of change is this? Chemical change. If you leave a piece of iron in the open for some time, it acquire a film of brownish substance. This substance is called rust. So now the question is, what is rust? If we leave a piece of iron in open for some time, it acquire a film. Film means a layer of brownish color. This is known as rust, and the process is called rusting. This process is known as rusting. Iron gate of parks or farmlands, iron benches kept in lawn and gardens. Almost every article of iron kept in the open gets rusted. At home, you must have seen shovel and spade getting rusted when exposed to atmosphere for some time. So look at the diagram 6.2. So many articles we are having at our home which are no longer in use, they get rusted because they are kept in open area, and with they are continuously in contact with air and moisture and water. So after some time, there is a brownish color substance above the iron articles, and that brownish color substance is a rust. And this process is known as rusting. And which type of change is this? This is a chemical change. This is a chemical change. In kitchens, a wet iron pan known as tawa often get rusted if left in that state for some time. So rust is not iron. It is different from iron, which it gets deposited. So which type of change is this? This is a chemical change. This is a chemical change. So student, these are some activity. With the help of these activity, you can differentiate between physical and chemical changes. Physical and chemical changes. So student, if you are having any doubt, you may ask your question one by one.